sees the wind and... I can't do it justice. I cannot do it justice. Daniel J. Edwards, a custom VRAINS song. Check it out down there. Daniel J. Edwards, the voice actor of Gore and Varys, Go and Revolver, respectively, in the Yugioh VRAINS anime. And why am I talking about the Yugioh VRAINS anime? Why are we talking and celebrating the Yugioh VRAINS anime? Well, first of all, there's never an inappropriate time to celebrate the Yugioh VRAINS anime and discuss it, but more relatively, we finally got some news on the long-anticipated and almost forgotten about Yugioh VRAINS English dub United States release. Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome to another Yugioh VRAINS video. So for those of you watching, it's I think November 5th at the time of recording this, November 5th, 2020. Yugioh VRAINS has been over in Japan for more than a year now, which is crazy to think. It's been over for 13 months, a year and about a month, a year and a little over a month, and we still do not have a way to watch the Yugioh VRAINS English dub legally in the United States. If you can go to some, sites out there on the interwebs and find it, of course. But if you wanted to watch it legally without the risk of getting your computer infected, there's really no way to do that. If you're lucky enough to live in Canada or Australia or some other countries, you have the access to view a Yugioh VRAINS English dub, but it's been kind of bizarre and a little crazy that we have had to wait this long for a Yugioh VRAINS dub announcement, but thankfully we finally got one this past week, and they always say better late than never. I am fully on board with that, so I am going to share with you guys the news right now. I'm going to give my thoughts on it, and we're just going to have a good old discussion. So let me pull up this article. Okay, here we go. And the article is titled Pluto TV. Who had their money on Pluto TV? To be completely honest, I have never heard of Pluto TV before this article was sent to me and before I saw this article. Pluto TV picks up rights to Yugioh VRAINS. Pluto TV has secured exclusive rights in multiple territories to Yugioh VRAINS, the 6th anime series in the global franchise based on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Making its debut on Pluto TV, Yugioh VRAINS is bypassing broadcast and other windows in the US, Latin America, and elsewhere. The deal is part of a larger initiative to launch an exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! Branded channel, that's pretty cool, on Pluto TV. The service will bring the channel to the US later this month, with Latin America to follow. In Yugioh VRAINS, a duelist named Playmaker, I'm sure if you're watching this, you know the story of Yugioh VRAINS. Pluto TV's Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel will feature over 650 episodes across 5 series upon its launch, including VRAINS, Zexal, Arc 5, GX, and Duel Monsters. The international scope of the deal will allow for content to be released in multiple language dubs, facilitating wider viewership around the world. Before I continue with the article, there's one Yu-Gi-Oh! That's missing, and I don't think it's a mistake because this article, right before they go into all the shows, say that only 5 of the 6 are going to be released at launch. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is missing from this list. So when Pluto TV launches a little later in November, there will not be a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds dub on the Pluto TV channel, at least at launch, according to this article, which is kind of bizarre. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows, as I'm sure most of you are aware. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, a lot of people probably think it's GX, but 5Ds actually has the most undubbed episodes in all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. I'm not sure if maybe that's why they're not releasing the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's dub, but they're releasing the GX dub, so that doesn't really make sense. I don't really have an explanation for it, and it would be nice if maybe we had some clarity on that, but we just don't right now. Maybe the article is not correct in that regard, or maybe 5Ds will come down the road. Kind of weird that they are omitting 5Ds, but another great thing here is that we might finally get oh no, I'm sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, we have the dub of Zexal on Crunchyroll. We're waiting for the sub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. There's not really any legitimate way to watch the sub without, again, going to one of those spooky sites. So, just really great, though. The Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS English dub is coming, along with a full-blown Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel to Pluto TV. Mark Kirk, Senior VP of Digital Operations at Konami Cross Media, a man that I actually met at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Art Convention about a year ago. Mark Kirk is a really, really nice guy, really cool dude. We are pleased to partner with Pluto TV to release Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS and the dedicated Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel that will enable fans to enjoy many of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Amy Kussner, Senior VP of Content Strategy and Global Partnerships at Pluto, said Yu-Gi-Oh!'s fandom is one of the most loyal, I agree, and passionate, I agree, in the world, and to be able to bring Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS to Pluto TV is both an incredible honor for us and a boon for viewers around the world who can now stream this series for free. We are excited to bring this single channel dedicated solely to Yu-Gi-Oh! And making it easier than ever for longtime and new fans alike to access this world. So great. Really cool. They had to strike a partnership deal with one of these companies, whether it was a Netflix, whether it was a Hulu, a company that would allow them to just dump the entire dub in one go on their platform, and they struck it with Pluto TV. Now, I don't really know too much about Pluto TV. If you're more familiar with Pluto TV, definitely let me know. I probably should have looked them up before recording this video, but I didn't. I mean, they're a site where you can stream shows. So, I mean, I get the gist. A Crunchyroll, a la, Netflix, similar platform like that. But it's really amazing news. And for everyone that worked on the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS dub, your Barrett Lettys, your Sam Blacks, your Daniel J. Edwards, so many amazing people, Emily Fisher, so many amazing people. In fact, people that have been on this channel a lot, people that are very big supporters and friends of mine and of the channel. It's just great to finally see their hard work being shown and legally accessible in the country that they record the dub in. I've said it a lot. This dub is recorded 90 minutes from where I am currently recording this video, and for years, we have not had any news on a Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS dub being released. So this is really cool news, and I know there's a lot of people out there that don't watch the dub, that don't care for the dub, but there's also a lot of people out there that exclusively watch the English dub. I've already had people telling me that they're not watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, even though 7s looks interesting to them, until the English dub comes out, which you're going to be waiting for a very long time about that. I do know that a dub most likely is coming, but it's going to be years probably before 7s gets released. But now all these Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows, 7s, and whatever comes after 7s, has a home, Pluto TV. And you no longer have to wait in limbo for either, Nickelodeon or, Disney XD or Cartoon Network or whatever channel that they were going to potentially and allegedly go to. You don't have to wait in limbo show by show for that news to be released. And now that you have a streaming site, I mean, theoretically, if they wanted to, they could probably do even like a simuldub. Now, I don't think they're ever going to do that because they're so far behind in terms of 7s already being in the mid-20s. But it would be really cool if Pluto TV, I don't know if they would be able to release subbed episodes there, but it would be really cool if in the future maybe they could do something where the English dub, similar to Pokemon, I believe, is only a few months or even a few weeks behind the subbed version. It would be a lot of crunch time, and they would really need to move quickly to try and catch up, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is probably a foregone conclusion for that to be a possibility. But it would be really cool if maybe in the 8th Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, they could reach that point where they can release the dubbed episodes even maybe 2 or 3 months after they come out in Japan. I think that they've never moved that quickly, by the way, even going back to the Duel Monsters days. So that probably will never happen, but you never know. Now there's a lot more possibility because all of these dubs have a home on this streaming service. So really cool news, and it's great to all the people that worked on it, and it's great to the fans that either wait for the dubs, and there are a lot of fans, believe it or not, that do wait for the English dubs of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows, or fans that want to watch the dub for the memes. And listen, there are a lot of great memes that come with a Yu-Gi-Oh! English dub. I mean, the Tinder reference that Aoi had in one of her episodes, that's one of the only scenes that I have seen from the VRAINS dub thus far. And for anyone that is missing Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS as a show, because obviously the transition from VRAINS to 7s is very jarring. So for everyone that's missing Yu-Gi-Oh! And missing VRAINS, that loved VRAINS, that maybe aren't that much into 7s, you can at least watch it back and, watch a different take on it, because I've always viewed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs as a different version, almost a different show than the Japanese versions. The original version versions, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But all in all, accessibility is always important, and it's always a good sign. Even if you don't like the dub, even if you don't watch the dub, and that's not me, by the way, I think it's very, very difficult to argue that this is bad news or meaningless news. This is really good news. Even if you're someone that, again, does not watch the dubs, this is good news. Accessibility is very important to keep your base, your fandom happy, and to potentially bring in new fans to the show. It's very important, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's kind of actually has that issue right now with accessibility. We're lucky that someone is subbing the episodes in the community, but VRAINS was great when it came to Crunchyroll. I mean, we had a simulcast for that show. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's accessibility-wise has been an issue. The dubs for a very long time has been an issue accessibility-wise, so this is really good news. But guys, let me know all your thoughts on Pluto TV and Yu-Gi-Oh's partnership when it comes to the English dubs beginning later in November, just a few weeks from now. Thank you all so much for watching, and a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, Jarrett Buller, and Aura Dragon, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Pegasus Seiya, and Anime Kaput, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Stella Sky, Chase Connelly, and 10th Emperor. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who is a channel member. You guys help me out tremendously. And thank you to everyone who just watches these videos, because without you guys, there would be no Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. I will talk to you down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, everyone.